Hi, I'm Larry from Wayout1. I've been reselling for over 30 years. I've been reselling on eBay for over 20 years. Today I have a new video for you. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to it. I sold two items for $90 in August. One of them was this 1979 Fisher-Price Bunny security blanket. It sold for the $90 I had it listed for. I had listed it in February, so it was up for about 7 months before it sold. The other item I sold for $90 was this Yamaha RX V565 receiver. I paid $25 for it, and I picked it up at a private pick, and it sold within 2 weeks of me listing it. I also sold two items for $100 in August, and the first of those is this Pioneer Elite PD M53 multi-play compact disc player. I had this sitting in my desk pile for a really long time. I needed one of those cartridges that goes in it that holds the multi-discs before I could test it. And I picked up some of those, and I was able to test this one and another one. And I took an offer on it, and it sold for $100, and it was listed for 13 days. The other item I sold for $100 were these Ellie shoes. Betty Page Aramith Skull Platform 6-inch with lace front stilettos. I bought these about 10 months ago in a video I have out there on women's shoes that I had purchased. I think it's called Strutting into Profits. I had these listed, like I said, for 10 months, and I knew these would sell at some point in time. My girlfriend says, yeah, it's getting close to Halloween. Somebody wanted them for that, which is very possible. I sold two items for $120. They're both electronics. One of them was this Kenwood KR V9030 stereo receiver. It was listed for 5 weeks, and I bought it at a garage sale for $15, and it sold for $120. The other item I sold for $120 was this Yamaha digital sound amplifier, a DSP A1000. Was a 400-watt amplifier. I bought this from a friend for $40, and it was listed for 6 weeks. The fourth highest item I sold in August was this Pioneer PD TM3 18-disc CD player. I was able to test the other CD player with Pioneer multi-disc player because I was able to get some cartridges that go into this one. This sold for the $150 I had it listed for. It sold within 3 days of listing it. And I paid $20 for this at a garage sale. The third highest thing I sold in August was this 2001 Space Odyssey moon bus. It was an Aurora model kit from 1968, still sealed, factory sealed. And I had picked this up at a toy show that's in St. Louis. I have a video out there on a toy show I went to last year. It's a great place to go and buy stuff, and a great place to sell stuff also. I went to the toy show with really no expectations of what I was going to buy, and ended up finding this great model collection, and I bought 10 models from it, and this is one of them. And I listed it on Monday night at $722, and it sold at $747 for the full asking price. There was a bunch of offers in between there from other people, I guess, but it's probably one of the fastest things I've sold in a long time. The second highest thing I sold in August was the Simon & Garfunkel Sounds of Silence, 1965, 360 stereo, still factory sealed. I bought this at garage sale / estate sale. I found a stack of records that they had in the basement, pulled them up, sorted through them, pulled a few things out, and I ended up buying 20 records for 50 cents each. I did not have a clue that this was going to be worth this kind of money. It did sell for $240. It went international, went to Spain. I took an offer on it, and it had been up for a month and 2 days. Still pretty quick turnaround and a great investment for 50 cents. Sealed vinyl is very good. This was actually the first edition of this album being printed, which is the reason that it was so expensive. The highest priced item I sold in August was this Aurora Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea Flying Sub model kit. It was factory sealed. It was from 1968. And again, I picked it up at the same model hall that I picked up from the toy show. It had been listed for 5 hours and 20 minutes. So it lasted a little longer. I did get a bunch of offers on it also. But I listed it like 7:20 at night, ignored all the offers, went to bed, woke up the next morning, and it sold the 2 model kits. I highly suggest that when you have offers on and somebody makes an immediate offer, give it a little bit of while to see if somebody else will make a higher offer or if it will sell for the full retail. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was all the electronics I sold. I sold 5 pieces of electronics for over $500 for the 5 pieces. Almost $600, I think. That's a pretty good return on your investment when you buy electronics. Now they're definitely a little harder to pack. You want to make sure that they arrive in a safe condition, in the same condition that you send it in, and you have to test it. But if you set up your basement right, or you set up your testing area so it's not so hard to test, it definitely speeds up the process. And these things all sold fairly quickly. None of them lasted for more than 6 or 7 weeks, I think. That's a pretty good turnaround on buying something and selling it, particularly when you're selling it for $90 to $150. What was the highest thing that you sold in August, or what was the coolest thing that you found in August? Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll be back to talk to you later.
What are you here to get?
I know, we have.
What are you here to buy?
A new toy. A new toy.
Oh, really?